Yes, my husband just gave me a haircut. And I'm not going to really show it up close or show you in the back because it's possibly the worst haircut I've ever had in my entire life. It is so uneven. It's just a straight line across the back. I don't know what's so hard about that. We have a video of it. I'm not putting it up because, honest to God, you'd get vicarious PTSD from watching it. It's so bad. So, we are going to comfort ourselves by making the world's best oatmeal. Oh yes, I do make the greatest oatmeal ever. And I really actually have had people at work ask me, oh, do you know how to make oatmeal? And I'm like, duh, of course, everybody knows how to make oatmeal. Oatmeal is easy. But these are people who buy the packets of instant oatmeal that you just add boiling water to, stir, and eat, and those are full of sugar, and that's not really cooking oatmeal. I don't buy those ever. I think those are yucky. I mean, we're really just cooking oatmeal. But my theory is, plain oatmeal, not that tasty. I want my oatmeal to taste like a delicious oatmeal cookie. So, here's what we do. Please stop looking at my hair. I'm going to have to start wearing hats. Alrighty, we're starting off with 2 cups of rolled oats. We're going to add to that 4 cups of water. In general, you want twice as much water as you have oats. We're going to take this apple and cut it up into little chunks, and that is going to cook in there with the oats. This is a good use for an apple that might have a little bruise on it, so it becomes less visually appealing for eating just as an apple, but it's still fine and it works very nicely in your oatmeal. Alright, you can add the sweetener of your choice. Brown sugar would give you the most delightful flavor, or maple sugar would be amazing, but I don't really want the extra calories from sugar. I am kind of a Splenda gal, so I'm putting in 4 packets of Splenda. So basically it's 1 packet for each half cup of oats. Then we're going to put in a little splash of vanilla, or a big splash of vanilla. A generous sprinkling of cinnamon. Then we cook it up on the stove, stirring frequently until the liquid is absorbed and the oats are soft and cooked. At the end, we will sprinkle on some crushed up walnuts for the delightful crunch, as we like different textures going with our oatmeal. So, this is now going on the stove. Monitor it and stir it pretty frequently because with the cinnamon it can definitely stick to the bottom. You can do steel cut oats if you want, and I think they're preferable, except that they are more expensive. They do also take a lot longer to cook. So, to me, that looks cooked. Doesn't that look appealing? Well, actually, it is. Now, as it cools off, it's going to kind of harden and thicken. I like mine with some cold milk poured on and stirred in because I like mine a little bit mushier as it gets as it starts to get thicker. Also, it cools it off so I can eat it faster. And then I put on the crushed up walnuts, and that's how you make the world's most delicious oatmeal that tastes like an oatmeal cookie. If you didn't want to do apples, you could throw in raisins, but I like it with apples. If you wanted, you could also add, let's say, wheat germ on top, or any other chopped nut. Chopped almonds or pecans would be nice. If you want a little bit more crunch, you could sprinkle on some grape nut cereal or some raw buckwheat groats. That's a personal favorite of mine. I just don't have any in the house right now. And we all know of the many health benefits of oatmeal. It's very good for you. It's got that soluble oat fiber that's very good for you, very nutritious, and very inexpensive. And there's really nothing more comforting than a delicious bowl of oatmeal for breakfast when it's a cold, blizzardy morning, or a windy, rainy, chilly autumn morning, or when your husband has just given you the most jacked up haircut of your whole life. love that. Obviously, you can add more or less sweetener, more or less cinnamon, but that is just delicious. I love it. I often bring it to work and heat it up there for breakfast in the microwave, or for lunch, or for dinner. I love it. I eat this any meal of the day. It is just so comforting and warm and delightful. So that is how to make the world's best, most comforting oatmeal.